When I was 6 years old, I lost my dad by way of suicide. For better or for worse, this event has shaped the path of my life. Because of this event, I started to suffer from depression and many types of anxieties. I have trouble letting people in. Life's not always easy, and every day can be a struggle. I search for answers, but at times, I don't do my best in finding those answers. I hope that as we go along and we make this video, those answers will be easier to find. Soon we'll be talking to Samantha Elliott, who is a counselor and has dealt with people of all ages in all situations. Mainly in talking to her, I really want to know, how my past isn't just my past and how it can affect me every day, and it's something that I can't just forget. And also the importance of going and getting help, because that is something that I've struggled with doing throughout my whole process of life.
So what made me go into counseling was my family history, my trauma of my own, and the things that I have been through in my life, and going to a counselor myself when I was younger, and really having an impact from her on my life and wanting to be like her. So what I would have to say to the stigma of going to counseling is, I don't feel like it could hurt at all. Can it really hurt to go talk to somebody about something in your life where you need support? Can it really hurt to learn skills to help you cope with your symptoms? There's really no negatives to it, so I always think that it's at least worth that shot. What I would tell to somebody who thinks the past is just the past and there's nothing they can do about it and they think they can just move on with life is that trauma, we've learned a lot about trauma, and we know that the body carries that trauma and it can make you have symptoms if you don't deal with it and talk about it. And it's very important to still, even if you're an adult, talk about what happened to you in your past and get it out, and get it out from behind that wall so that you can move forward with your life and feel better about it. My biggest advice as a counselor to everybody and anybody is take care of your body, take care of your mind, exercise, eat right, find some coping skills that work for you, whether it's mindfulness, yoga, exercise, whatever it may be, deep breathing at night, getting good sleep. But keep yourself healthy and put yourself first so that you can be the best person you can be, and also just be supportive of each other and the people around you.
After talking with Samantha, I realize now the way that I feel is normal, that trauma affects us all differently, and we all deal with things in a different manner. And now, I definitely look at my situation through a different scope. Remember, this is the first time I've gone to get the help that I need, and because of that, it's taken me 16 years to have that conversation I should have had a long time ago. But I do see my situation in a different light. I have a lot of positives, I have a lot of love around me. Now having that conversation is going to help me process and set me down a road of recovery and self-acceptance and hopefully find my peace. Next, we'll be going to talk to Darlene Schmidt at the Broadport Counseling Center on the campus. With this, I would love to see how many students actually go to the center and how many actually use the resources. And also, being in college, having so many people walk by that I don't know their story, I would love to see how many actually go through the same things I do and kind of help not feel so alone, and help them not feel so alone either. And also just what she thinks about the school and how they handle mental health. Obviously, our physical health are put first, but in a lot of aspects in life, mental health is left to the side, and that's an issue I would love to touch on with her.
As we see, I would say on average 9 to 11% of the student population every year. So when enrollment is down, we'll see fewer numbers, but it's still consistent with so say we had 8,000 students, right? On average, we'll see 800 of those, or 850. I think last year was around 850, but percentage-wise, it's about, which is the national kind of average. Most counseling centers see about that. I would say the top two difficulties that students report having are related to anxiety and depression. Sometimes those are standalone issues. Other times they are connected to, say, family distress or relationship breakup or, a loss of some kind. Maybe it's situational. But that's the top two reasons why students come in. And so we have an office here that does a lot of education. But what I would like to see happen is mental health be just as commonly talked about as physical health. So, for instance, a student can't go to a class because they're having panic attacks. Pretty real. It's more difficult for them to say to their professor, I can't come to class because I'm having panic attacks. But if they had appendicitis, oh my God, of course, take care of yourself. So kind of one of my goals is to have everybody on board with the mental health, physical health, same thing, right? Same thing. Physical, it's your brain. It's still physical. And that makes sense.
After meeting with Darlene, I'm very pleased to hear a lot of students do reach out for the help that they need and utilize the resources provided for them. I'm also at ease knowing that a lot of people feel the way that I feel. We're never alone in this fight, and if we continue to help each other and seek out others that can help us as well, we can come together and get better each day. I hope the fight for mental health continues. It's just as important as physical health. So, it is of the utmost importance that we continue to fight for this and continue to make change and progress in this area in the future. Throughout the making of this video, I've learned a lot about myself and a lot about the subject of mental health. I feel a lot more at ease with certain things, and my eyes have been open to a lot of different aspects about mental health and about the experiences that others go through. I think for a long time I felt alone, but now I realize that I'm not. I hope this video can help others get the help and the resources that they need. Again, we're never alone in this fight. If you need help, there's always someone that'll be willing to do so for you. Thank you for watching this video. As you just saw, we have a whole bunch of resources listed that you can use. Of course, there are many more out there as well. We encourage, if you do need the help, that you go and seek that. Thank you again.